Hi y'all, it's Beth from Darling Way. I can't believe it, I'm so excited. I may cry, so I'll try not to, but I am here to announce that I just got the first proofs of my book, and I'm so excited, I'm so touched. I've worked so hard at this. It's really amazing, but I'm really excited to share it with y'all. I hope that it is meaningful. I hope that it makes a difference to people. I know I'm proud of it. I wish I could have read this book when I was young, not to mention when I was getting divorced, when I was frankly at any age. There's no age. It has taken me a long time to learn to kind of get comfortable with my body, with my sensuality, with my sexuality, with everything about being a woman. There was a long time where I hid myself, literally just hid my body, hid myself, hid my personality, got as small as I could, trying to be what I thought my husband needed, what I thought I should be as a woman and a wife and something, as a good girl. And it didn't really work. And anyway, my mission now, I want to empower you to really look at yourself, to find what turns you on, to find out what pleases you, to find out, just to learn and know and accept and love yourself. And when you do that, you'll find a way to love somebody else. It's just amazing how that happens. So anyway, I'm at Darling Way. This is my cottage in the Heights where we talk about, we sell all sorts of things from lingerie to lotions and potions and lubes and frisky things and fetish things, and I don't care what it is, things that feel good, that they touch, that are just sensuous and pleasurable and taste good and smell good and everything like that. I started a radio show, Love and Laughter with Beth. It's on ESPN Houston 97.5. It lives on as a podcast. You can find it on iTunes. I hope some of this will inspire you to go check out the podcast. We've talked about so many different things on there. Every week it's something new, from couples who have been married 48 years happy and still having great sex, to swingers, to dominatrixes, to submissive men, to how to give oral sex to a guy, how to please a woman. Whatever it is, we're going to talk about it. If we haven't covered it yet, I promise you we're still going to. Frankly, if you have any ideas and things you want to hear about, email me. I'm Beth@darlingway.com. I love to hear from you. I love to talk about anything and all of this, so let me know. But okay, focus, Beth. The book. Now that I'm not, tearing. So I thought I'd just read a few pages from it. There's one of the, let's see, chapter 2. It's Once Upon a Time. This is mine, right? This is about me, because this is my story, and this book is for me just as much as it is for everybody else. So, all right, Once Upon a Time. My name is Beth Liebling. I'm a sappy, emotional, hopelessly optimistic romantic. I believe in happy fairy tales and forever love. I want them for myself, and I want them for everyone. So I'm going to start this book with a fairy tale. Once upon a time, I was a divorce lawyer. That's right. I was a sappy romantic who believes in love, and I became a divorce lawyer. Laugh if you want to. I know it's ridiculous, but believe it or not, I got into the divorce business because I wanted to help people. Divorce sucks, even when everyone agrees that it's the right thing to do. Most people who get divorced are heartbroken, disappointed, angry, and scared, and usually all at once. And because I'm a romantic, I wanted to help everyone. I always hoped my work with clients would bring them to a better, happier place in their lives. And maybe it did, kind of. It helped them get their heartbroken, disappointed, angry, scared selves out of a bad situation and onto a place where they could start making things better. But it's sad work. By the time someone needs a divorce, things in their life are already bad. So day after day, I was surrounded by people who were dealing with grief, loss, and hurt. No matter how much I worked to make things better for them, it didn't mean I could magically transform things into good. By the time I showed up on the scene, it was just too late. I could get them out of their painful marriages, but I couldn't help them with whatever troubles had gotten them into that mess in the first place. I couldn't undo all of the damage that had been done. And since I was incapable of advocating for my clients without also caring for them, I was often burdened by their sorrows. Even the best days of my law practice were gray, and I yearned for sunshine and happiness around me. Then, just like in any good fairy tale, something surprising and terrible happened. After 22 years of marriage and 5 children, I wound up getting divorced myself. I suddenly understood firsthand everything my clients had been going through for all those years. It was terrible. It was terrifying. Everything I'd been slowly building, everything I thought was stable and predictable, the roles I'd learned to play and been practicing for decades, wife, mom, success, so many things I'd been taking for granted for so long were now up for grabs. Was I going to start dating again? How could I? I wasn't pretty or interesting or sexy. I was ugly, I was boring, I was frigid. Wait a minute. Those words I realized, that was my husband talking. Those were so, sorry. This is me, welcome to my world. I'm a big crybaby. I cry about everything. I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm sad, I cry when I'm scared. It just comes out. It's taken me 52 years. I'm finally okay with it. So if you're gonna get to know me, you're gonna get to see me cry, so sorry. And this is the first time I've never read these pages out loud. Since writing them, and that's a whole different thing, but okay. Okay, these words I realized that was my husband talking. Those were some of the actual words he used to describe me. But they weren't me. They didn't have to be me. Everything I'd been taking for granted for so long really was up for grabs, and that meant all of the bad things too. My divorce was a chance for me to shuck off my old self-image, the one I'd been wearing for my entire marriage. I'd held on to that self-image for years because I thought it was the one my husband wanted, and I was scared to try anything different from that because I feared it might cost me my relationship. I'm embarrassed that I stayed married to someone for so long who thought so poorly of me, but I'm just like everyone else. I felt so flawed and unworthy of love and didn't understand yet that it was okay to be me. But in the end, it turned out not changing was far more costly to me than changing would have been. I didn't need to be the new me, the old me anymore. Now, suddenly, I had a chance to reconsider all the roles I'd been playing and redefine them however I wanted. Free of my old married identity, I had a new opportunity. My self-image was up to me, and I could define it and expand it to include whatever I wanted. Don't get me wrong, my divorce was hard. Divorce, again, even when it's the right decision, sucks. But just like in the fairy tales, the curse turned out to be a blessing in disguise because my divorce was also the most liberating thing that's ever happened to me. I was free. During this time, I realized that throughout my entire law practice, I'd never, ever heard once somebody ask for divorce while they were still enjoying a good, healthy sex life with their spouse. When clients came to me, I would often ask them about their sex life, excuse me. Not all divorce lawyers do this, but I did because I understood that these people were coming to me for help, and I was curious to find the best ways to help them. Sometimes a couple genuinely needed a divorce, but other times, what they really needed was counseling. So I'd ask them about their relationship and about their sex lives because I wanted them to be happy. Anger and frustration, too much pessimism, too much bad communication, and it turned out too much bad sex. Because without fail, all of my clients were having terrible sex, or boring sex, or no sex at all. I started wondering, was there anything I could do to help these people before their relationships got so bad? What if these couples had found ways to invigorate their marriage instead of end it? What if there were ways to help people to keep having fun with each other, keep laughing with each other, and keep growing more intimate with one another, instead of growing apart? What if sex matters? A lot. What if we take our blinders off and recognize how important it is? What if we stop pretending it's only a tiny part of a marriage or romantic relationship and realize it's the glue that holds things together? What if people talked more about sex, focused on it, made time for it, valued it? I didn't get my coffee this morning. Oh, you think that's bad? I didn't get my morning orgasm because my husband had to take the kids to school early today. Can you imagine how much happier the whole world would be if everyone got physical affection and emotional satisfaction more regularly? That's when I realized I wanted sexy happy to be possible, to be a reality. I wanted happily ever after to be the standard, not the exception. That's why I started Darling Way. So there you go. That's the intro of the book because it's why this book matters, why it matters to me, and you can tell it clearly matters to me. But I thought I'd give you then a little taste of just kind of what's in the book because this is a whole different kind of book. I don't approach sex like a clinician. I don't approach it like I say the opposite extremes. There's Dr. Ruth, who's the clinician. She's wonderful. She's one of my heroes, my idols. She's incredible. But it's a very professional. I don't approach it either from a standpoint of like somebody like Howard Stern, who talks about sex all the time, but it's this very demeaning kind of approach. And I love to laugh about sex, don't get me wrong. But I laugh about sex because it's so wonderful, because it's fun. I do it with affection, just the same way as I laugh when I trip over something and my friends are there and we laugh about, this is who I am, and it's just wonderful and it's part of it. So that's kind of my approach. So this book is it. I say it's a lighthearted approach to a serious topic, and you can tell I take it seriously, and I do love to laugh. But so some of the words in this might shock people if they just picked it up and didn't understand. So I thought I'd read you just this one little sidebar that I put in there, which is, warning, naughty talk ahead. A lot of books talk about sex, about the body the way a doctor would, with clinical words that people don't use much in real life. But I'm not a doctor. I can say those words: vagina, penis, anus, clitoris, breast, sexual intercourse, but they don't excite me. I think sex should be exciting, which is why I think the words we use to talk about sex should be exciting. They should be warm, affectionate, naughty, fun, like pussy, cock, ass, butt, tushy, clit, boobs, sex. How can you not feel naughty, affectionate excitement for those words? I get so excited I can't even read. Depending on what you're used to, you might find some of my language shocking. But I promise, I'm not doing it to offend you. I use naughty words because they're the words I like. They're the ones I use when I speak to my friends, my lovers, my clients at Darling Way. You should feel free to choose your own words. They simply need to make you smile and feel happy when you use them. A friend of mine said it best: my penis is what I talk to the doctor about, but my cock is what I fuck with. So that's a taste of Love and Laughter with Beth. Oh, no, that's the radio show, sorry. The book, Love and Laughter, sexy, meaningful fun for everyone. I can't believe I didn't tell you that at the beginning. This is me, I'm sorry, welcome to the world of me, and thank you, and I can't wait to hear from you all.